I can't. Oh, I just got to look at it for a second. Oh my Lord. I'm in the middle of filming the S5 video, which you already seen, and now I'm going to I had to leave and go get the RSX bumper. I also need to go to Johnny's because I need those headlight.
Nothing like
What?
Crash Nation.
Yeah. Then I gotta go get the rubber boots that go around the headlight.
Oh my gosh, we're almost out of pre-workout.
Oh no, it's an emergency. Emergency, Stewie, we're almost out of pre-workout.
Yeah, I had to order some on Amazon.
Emergency! Yeah, I know. Sound the alarm. Sissy, what you doing? Oh, she said hi. Hi.
When my personal training's taken up, people are like messaging me left and right.
Well, that's because you're Unrex's wife. That's why. It's not yours. Wiped it down. Oh my God! I haven't even driven it yet, so but yeah, we'll see if I'm excited or not later. I already have destroyed the garage since cleaning it there last week, and I got switches because the guy that did my AC, he did charge the AC in my Scion. Thought it was a switch. I got switches. Did not fix my issue, so something's going on electronically between. Well, after the switch, there's a electronic module that controls air conditioning and stuff. It's not letting it turn on. So, I remember vaguely whenever I was testing everything, I was up in, there's a fuse panel on the inside, and there's a fuse in there. I checked that, and it was fine. And then I unplugged a module that was there, and pulled it out, and looked at it, and after I did that, the air conditioning quit working. Well, would not turn on. Anyways, the switch wouldn't turn on. So, I'm assuming that's where my issue's at. I just wanted to eliminate the cheap issues as of right now. I can't. Oh, I just got to look at it for a second. Oh my Lord. No wonder Greyhound was calling me, wanting me to come pick this freaking thing up. They have a small office, and they were keeping it in the office, and this thing was taking up a lot of their room. That's different. There's a flat rate shipping or whatever. That's just the way this place shipped on eBay. So it was Greyhound up here. Haven't looked at it yet, but we're going to stop at Johnny's, and I am going to get those headlight boots. And I did bring my drone, so I might fly the drone while I'm there because it's very nice out. That's right, we're at Johnny's, and I just need those boots. But I did bring my drone, so we might fly that a little bit, depending on how many people is up there. I see there's some people, but I really don't. Not like they're gonna stop me. I don't even think I really need to go in the yard. There's a Civic right here at the bottom that probably has the boots that I need. Oh yeah. There's one. That's all I need. Alright, so there's a lot of people here. I'm going to fly the drone, but I'm going to fly it up high. I don't want to, intrude on anybody. So we're just going to take it up pretty far and then fly it and come back. about that thing, folks? I have a problem with a bird already. I cleaned this thing all up, and he keeps slamming into the side of the vehicle and pooping on it. I cleaned it up just a little bit ago, and look, he did it again already. It's the same bird. He keeps coming back and like packing this. Like I'm gonna shoot him. I worked on the AC on this, and I still have not got it to work. The system is charged. It is turning on. I'm wondering if it isn't this pressure switch. You should be able to see it. It's right inside the grill, right there. That's a simple fix because that's a valved fitting on there, and you can take it out without losing any refrigerant. So might try that. That thing, it's electrical in that. It's charged too. There's something electrical in that that's not telling it to turn on. I got switches that didn't fix it, so it's something else. The AC works on this. The cars I'm not keeping. I guess that's the thing. If the AC doesn't work, I keep the car. And the boots I went to Johnny's for, they only charged me $1 for them. And it wasn't like I went out of my way to go get them. When I got this bumper, they don't fit. They're too big. So that's unfortunately not going to work. They look like they would work, but they're just, yeah. They're bigger. And that'll do. They work. They don't look the prettiest. You have to stretch them a little bit, just a little bit. They get them on there, but they fit and they seal. So that's serving their purpose. Oh, I got the hiccups. So I will rig up these lights in there just for, comparison purposes as compared to stock bulbs, but I am not going to be able to use these in there. It's just the way that the housing is and everything. These things use an adapter. Okay. You see this this plastic piece with like the 4 tabs on it. That adapter it's made to clip in to that headlight, and without this adapter, you can't really put that bulb in, and that bulb will not fit inside this adapter. So it's just not going to work out. It's just the way the housing is. So I've found on the Hondas, it's not really, the LEDs are not really a good way to go. It's because of the rubber boot setup they have on there. You could custom, make a boot or something like that and rig it up. But I like my headlights to be sealed. And if they're not sealed correctly, it's not worth it to me. And here's another thing I just didn't take in consideration. When you buy like the cheapest headlights you can get, you normally don't get bulbs or anything in them. Well, these headlights, there's nothing in them. And then I didn't have this headlight. Whenever I got the car, this was just gone. So there's an adapter missing for this one, which is one of these. And then there's an adapter missing for this plug. So I'm missing this, and I'm missing one of these. So that's the crappy part about doing it this way. So now I'm going to have to see if I can get the part numbers off of these and order them, or get online and see if I can find them. Now, this bumper's not in the best shape, but it is the right color. It looks like it might be a little faded. I don't know, cleaned up. Might look a little bit better. We're gonna have to see it on the car. Do new. Let me grab the other bumper. Oh yeah, they're the same color. It's just a shame because the paint on the original bumper is actually in better shape than that bumper. But that, and it has the license. Where's that attach at? Oh, we can take it off. But I'm not going to get it repainted. That's the way it's going to be. Like I said, keeping the budget down. Realistically, what I would have loved to have done is cut out that grill area and graft it onto here, but then there's no way I'm going to make it look stock, because this grill area is molded into the bumper, and that would be molded into the bumper. It's just no way. And then you still have that spot there. So, yeah, this might be a good spare for somebody, but it's sucky. Out to the scrap pile. So in the meantime, while I was popping bubble wrap and stuff, I did rig up those bulbs in there. Now the aiming is not going to be correct because I got nothing to hold them in place. But stock bulbs over here, LEDs over here, Auxbeam. We'll just do a comparison and see what they look like. So I do really like the look of the LEDs. Unfortunately, we're just not going to roll with them. This is not going to happen. So now I need to clean up over where I'm going to make my paint booth.
Count, Stu. We wasn't feeling it the other day.
So we quit working out in the garage, but now I have parts for the RSX, another O2 sensor, and the belt. I'm going to throw the O2 sensor on right now and make sure that fixes my issue. Thankfully, this should be a very simple job because I already have the car in the lift. I already had the O2 sensor out, and I already I put anti-seize on it, so it should be fairly simple. There's the first brand new one I put on. Here's this one. Like I said, we already had it out. The plug's right there. So I'll show you how easy this is to throw in. You just do one of these numbers. There you go. Look at that. Brand new parts everywhere. This thing is going to be a brand new car, just like all the other ones I do. Here's the old one. Obviously the heating element is bad in this one, so in the trash you go. Okay, so now before after I'd clear the code, it would come right back on like within 5 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead, clear the code, let it run for a couple minutes, and see if she comes back on. Okay, as you can see, our O2 sensors are reading. I just threw up a couple things here, intake pressure and stuff like that, and the timing. You can hear that screechy noise. That's the belt. That's what's going to get replaced. So far, no codes. So I'd say we're probably pretty good. That did, in fact, fix our problem. The only other problem is mechanical, are these door locks, and I do have the actuators to put in. I'm not going to do that right now. We got other stuff to do on this thing. Oh yeah, I didn't show you. I footed the new bumper up. It doesn't look bad at all. It needs wiped down a little bit. It has some spots that I'm going to touch up, like right here and over there. It's a couple small spots. All in all, not bad. It has some nicks and stuff on it, and there's a wear mark right there from that license plate. We might have to buff this. It actually makes the paint feel rough right there. But that's one part we don't have to paint. But I'm going to do the rest of this weekend. This is like a draw now. This is like a week-long episode recording. But yeah, we'll get to it. I got more work to do.
Guys, I am happy to announce that the Zion AC is fixed, and I did it myself. Yes!
I was running diagnostics on it. I was doing, probing everything, trying to figure it out. I went back to I have a manual for this, and started looking through it, the way all the signals send and all that stuff. And everything led me to, it was either the multiplex control unit or the AC amplifier. And I was just like, screw it. Bought them both. So the multiplex control unit came first, which I broke the original one. So I was kind of thinking that was it. I broke the tabs on it.
and there was nothing to hold it in place. So the new one came with good tabs on it. Put it in, didn't change anything, but I left it in there. So today the AC amplifier came, and that's what I was suspecting it was from what I was reading online, but it went out, like the switch quit working after I messed with the multiplex control unit, unplugging it and pulling it out and stuff. When I did that, I must have fried something in the amplifier because it works now. I replaced it. This is the one out of mine, and it works. One down, one to go. So I'm feeling pretty accomplished today. I worked a full day of work, come home, fixed the AC on the Scion, took the Audi around the block, and figured out one of the wiper blades was not moving. The passenger side wiper would not move. It just sat there. Got in there, saw somebody rigged it, didn't fix it the right way. They had glue on the rod. It has a tapered rod. It's tapered in two places. It's tapered on the moving arm, the arm that moves it, and on the actual wiper arm itself. And it was off on the bottom arm. So I put a sleeve in there, tightened it up, put it all back together, and it works. They had glue on there, and yeah, that just didn't fix it. So I got that. Then I washed the Camaro because somebody's supposed to be coming to look at it, and I wanted it to be clean. And then I attached the front lip onto this bumper permanently, so it's on there. Now I'm going to go mow my grass, so I don't have to do that this weekend. Alright, so I'm going to do one more maintenance item. I'm going to throw this belt on. And then I'm going to do the paint booth thing, which I have to move and clean up this entire area. But I'll show you what I got to make this paint booth. So I got 3 house filters. These are very cheap to pick up. A bunch of bungee straps here because I'm going to strap the plastic up after I'm done so it can stay and I don't like ruin the plastic that I'm going to use. So I'm going to use those, and then some tape, and also this is 7 mil. There's 1,000 square foot here. It's 10 by 100. So 10 foot should reach from the ceiling to the floor. This is 9 foot right here. So I'm going to drape it. Well, I'll probably come the whole way across here to cover the workbench. And then I'll go the whole way around and around these poles and over here. And then I have a fan, a window fan unit right there that I've had. And I'll rig it to the window, get it all sealed off. I'm going to use one of those filters in front of the fan, and then we'll tape the filters to the side and cut holes for them. They're going to be able to, you'll be able to take those out and drape it up then with bungee straps when you're not using it. So it's going to be something that I can use from time to time. I do see an issue here, my one light. With these 2 lights, I'm going to have to figure that out. Drape it across them differently. If you didn't have lights across there, you could just do a straight shot. Now I'm seeing this, I'm like, crap. I'm probably gonna have to tape it on this side and drape it across. I don't know. I'll figure this out. I'll figure this out on my own. Boy, that was fun. That's a tight fit. Let's see if it's quiet now. Hopefully. Heck yeah, it's quieter. Way quieter. This belt didn't even look bad, but the back side of it being smooth, I think that's what it was. Yeah, so I'm going to throw this one in the trash. And that sounds good. Yeah, now that the idle's come back down, it's very quiet. Sounds really good. Alright, so I got it cleared out a good bit. Remounted those lights different. And raised them up so then I could get the cord up along the ceiling there. That kind of helps with how I'm going to drape this up whenever I'm not using it. That roll. I'm just going to go ahead and time lapse this, and I'm going to use the staple gun. and go around and staple this up the whole way around. And I don't know how far I'm going to go across here. I thought probably take it the whole way across here so that way I can cover my stuff on the bench whenever I want to. And another thing, if I did it that way, if I brought it down, put a couple paint cans on this, if I had it cleaned off, then I could still use this to like mix my paint and stuff inside the booth, and I wouldn't have to worry about getting paint on my table because the plastic will be over it. So I think that's how I'm going to do it. Let's get this draped up and see what she looks like. Now, I do want to say I thought this was a complete solid roll. I didn't think it was 10 by 10 sheets. So it kind of sucks, but after I go through here, I'm going to have to go down with painter's tape on both sides to make sure that that it seals up and seal every piece in between. So that way when I go to drape it up too, it'll go up in one piece. But yeah, this is basically what it's going to look like when it's done, kind of, the whole way around. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to tape one of these right here and just place two of them somewhere. Now the air, I'm going to put a fan in here. It's going to go the path of least resistance. So it's not necessarily going to come through the filter, but over in this area I can pretty much seal the floor off. So it's mainly going to be coming through the filters, but I mean, like, air is going to come from underneath that and from other areas, but it'll be closer to the fan. So if dirt and stuff tries to enter this way, most of it's going to come through the filter and catch it. I don't know if I should put them both in there. Once you put painter's tape on these and stick them up, you're basically going to have to cut them out, because if you try to peel that tape off of this plastic, it just tears the plastic, because that tape sticks really good to this plastic. So like where I did those seams, you're not going to take that apart unless you rip the plastic. So I'm going to go ahead and tape these up, and then I'll go to the outside, cut the hole out, and tape it from the outside. Now I got one in, I think. I'm trying to debate where I want to put them, because I want to make them so that I can tie strap them up whenever I'm not using it. I was going to make it so I could take them out, but after you tape them in there, they're pretty much in there. If you didn't notice, when I was going to tape it, I accidentally touched one part of the plastic with the tape, and it just ripped a hole right in it, because that tape does not let go. So I got a little patch in there, but that's, I mean, it's a cheap paint booth, so I mean, that's mint. Oh man, look at the symmetry. I wasn't even drinking, folks. I eyeballed it, and it's just happened to be where it landed. So anyways, these are in, and I just figured it was easier over here. It was easier for me to get to, they're both going to go up in the same area when I tie them up. So hopefully this works out good for me. But the last filter is going to go on the fan, and I got to go over there and see what I can do. I'll get back to you guys after I figure out what I'm doing to get the fan in the window and stuff, and then we'll turn it on and make sure it's not going to suck the plastic in. Of course, we're going to put some weights in the corners of the plastic, but we're going to make sure that it doesn't want to cave this in whenever we put the fan on. Okay, so the nice thing about this exhaust fan, this is as high as it goes. This is on exhaust. You can put it on intake and blow it in too. You can either direction. And you can stretch it out to fit the window. I had to tape over some holes to seal it off. But it also, I can shut that window, I can turn it off and still shut the window the way it sits. It fits the frame and not the window itself. So with it on, yes, it is sucking the sides in a little bit. I got some, I'm going to have to put something else on it down here to hold it in. But I can feel air coming through these filters, and I was going to put a filter on that, but there's really no way for me to put a filter on that unless I block off the window and put that in it, and I don't think I'm going to do that. I should put this on the back side of the fan. That would actually probably be your best bet, and I think I can still slip it in there. Alright, that worked out nicely. You can see the filters out there. It fits right in the window frame perfectly. Yeah, and on medium setting right now, it's looking half decent. Now I need to sand this thing up. We're going to do this in the next episode, but I'm going to sand this up. I'm not going to do it inside here because I don't want to get all that dust in here, even though it's already dusty. We're going to paint in here anyways. I don't really give a crap because we're just testing this stuff out. So anyways, guys, if you guys want to see me attempt to paint for the first time, stick around for the next episode. Cross your fingers that the Camaro gets a buyer here soon. I want to drive the Audi, like now. And if you haven't yet, consider subscribing. Hit that bell so you get notifications. Go ahead and smash that like button. If you didn't like this video, get out your paint gun and spray that dislike button. And we'll see you on the next episode of Red.